If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're wondering if the Lone Rider Adventure Tent is worth your time and money. Well, we're going to give you the size, the quality, and the overall usability from our perspective for this tent. And why is that important? Well, first of all, we got sent this tent by Lone Rider, so disclaimer. Second of all,
testing the tents in France, Scotland, all over South America, well, all over Patagonia in early spring and winter, now in the desert. So we've come across all kind of weathers, wind, storms, rain. So that's our experience.
This is probably our 10th tent, something like that.
We'll pop some examples in of tents we've had, but we've had a lot of tents.
We killed a lot of tents.
We killed a lot of tents.
So if we approve it, it's probably going to be quite good.
Yeah.
On top of that, I've been working in retail for hiking gear, motorbiking gear for years. So I've seen my share of tents, of technical stuff. Let's give it a go. Let's look what's in the bag. Iris, all yours.
Okay. Step one, get everything out of the bag.
So reflective strips on the bag, which is nice.
Yeah. Ground sheet, we'll have a closer look at that. The poles and the pegs. Inner tent, outer tent. Awning kit for the very difficult task of awning. And not to underestimate, we've learned this trip,
The repair kits.
repair kits.
It seems like Lone Rider's got a thing for bags, because you've got a bag for your ground sheet, you've got a bag for your everything basically.
Yeah.
So very cool.
I like bags.
She buys bags.
Shh, my secrets.
It's a lot of bag for your buck. Yeah, this is going to be peppered with bullshit. So I tell you, let's go and put up the tent, no? We decided to start where most videos end. We're going to pitch the shelter first. It actually could be used as a shelter because we love that feature a lot.
We use it in Patagonia when the weather is really bad and you're just hungry. What you can do, you put up the shelter and you can have your meal there, you're out of the rain, out of the wind, and then you can worry about putting the inner tent up later, which is really nice.
I put on my hat because we're in the desert making a nice little film, but the sun is killing me. So very sorry.
Luckily,
I could be in distress.
If Jonas gets overheated in the desert, we're fine. We've got the SOS sign to get help. And what's nice to know, and it's on the ground sheet, if you need help, it's yes. And if you don't need help, it's no. So that's really easy. And it's on there for the dummies like me who keep forgetting that.
It's just a one pole system, which is super easy to put together. If you're two people and you're used to 10 poles, then it's getting used to.
Yeah, we're used to something different. It works really well. It is very intuitive, that's nice. Shade.
So for all your cooking emergencies in bad weather, you can just go cooking in your tent shell. Epic.
Epic.
Now for some cinema magic, we're just gonna put up the inner tent for you.
Want to come and have a look at the tent with me? If we have a closer look, we can see there's only a few hooks, but they're really sturdy. This is an important one. If you're going to the north, the mesh is really fine, which means it's going to keep out the midges. Marvelous. Another very small detail, but if you have a long rainy day and you want to get some work done in the tent or watch a movie and you need to charge your laptop, your tablet, you've got a tiny zipper here where you can put an electricity cable through and you're good to go. You've got one on this side and one on the other side. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think one is enough because you can turn the tent, but that's a personal opinion. So let's have a look inside the tent now. As you can see, there's a lot of room everywhere. Things I like is, again, here you've got a mesh pocket and you've got two, they're connected, but you can put your wet socks there, your wet riding gloves. It's perfect to store stuff, to dry stuff overnight. Like I tend to wash my underwear in the evening, I hang it up, it's going to be dry in the morning. And then to store your cell phone, you've got a tight little pocket here. You've got another tight little pocket here. And then next to the zippers in the corners, you've got pockets as well at each side where you can just put your headlights, whatever you like, in there. And I think the last feature is you've got both here and the same on the other side to hang a nightlight, to whatever, put a washing line if you want.
Now that the inner tent is up, let's talk about size. So the tent is 2.5 meters, exactly 10 toothbrushes long. It also fits one fully grown Jonas perfectly. These measurements don't give you 100% real world example of how big the tent is, so here we go.
One more to celebrate.
We're gonna film the final balloon being blown by Iris.
See if I survive. It's balloon number 137 and it goes into the tent.
So the tent also fits 137 balloons. Tested for you.
Now let's put the inner tent in the dark as it should be.
This is what you attach them with. And it's actually really easy and
Very simple.
well thought out. Lone Rider Adventure Tent, fully pitched. You've got a lot of guy ropes, a lot of extra ones. You can use to tighten it down if there's a storm coming. You've got those fleshy bits, which are to hold open the door if you're just, opening one side or the other. You can use the side doors to get in. You can use the front door to get in. There's a ton of space in there for the luggage. Let's just show you.
Now it's time for our most important test, the waterproofness test, Temu style.
Wow, it's waterproof.
Ooh.
There we go. Another very important thing is the ventilation. You've got two of those zips on the sides. One other very important thing that we noticed, because we've done a lot of camping in a lot of bad weather, the tent comes up quite high, and that means that the rain can't get in. Because if there's heavy rain, it's flooded, it will get into your tent, but in this one it won't. Look at the height of this. It makes sure that the wind doesn't get in, because our previous tent, when it was freezing, the wind actually blew in our faces, which was terrible. It's just going to be above your face, so it's going to be perfect for in winter conditions.
You often see this tent used by only one person, but it is a two-person tent. And as you can see, it easily fits two sleeping mats. One of Jonas that is extra long, because, well, he's extra long, mine. Let me get in. You can see there's extra space here, there's extra space at the feet. And this is one of the things I really appreciate about a tent. If you're camping for a long time, you want to store stuff inside a tent.
Some short technical specs. If you watch this video because you really want to know something about the tent, You've got a 10,000 millimeter water column on the outside, on the ground sheet. So whatever weather is thrown at you, it's gonna be fine. You can go storm, you can go whatever. 10,000 millimeters for a tent is huge. Ground sheet is made of 190T, if I'm not wrong, nylon, which means that it's sturdier than almost any tent you'll see. So this is really made for motorcycle adventure, throwing it in your pannier, putting it up on rough ground like this one. You've got the bottom floor sheet with the SOS on it, which is a really cool feature. There's just one big downside, and that's that they took off the world map on which you could draw your route. So that's a pity, Lone Rider. Why did you do that? We love that so much, the idea. Yeah, maybe not a technical spec, but a sad moment. You've got 2 ventilation ports. You've got super tiny mesh, which makes sure that if you go to Sweden, if you go to Scotland, those tiny little annoying midges won't get in, and you will get a really good night's sleep. The tent is 2 meters and 3 long, and it's 1 meter 22 wide. So if you're 2 persons, you will fit perfectly. If you're used to a hiking tent, this is going to feel roomy to you. If you're used to one giant as big glamping tent, this is going to feel quite small, but it is absolutely the right size for somebody who's going to go on a motorcycle adventure. It weighs 3.5 kilograms, which is not light, especially if you come from hiking gear. But then again, it's all quite sturdy, it's all quite tough. So if you want something very strong, you gotta take into account that it's gonna weigh a little bit more. It packs down quite nicely. You shouldn't be bothered, especially on a motorbike. As you've seen before in the video, you can also just pitch it as an outer shelter. You can do it outer first, inner first, whatever you like. You've got a 1-pole system, which makes it super easy to set up, even if you're all by yourself. Oh, there's also an awning kit. So you can just hang this piece of door to your bike, and then you've got a tiny extra shelter for cooking or whatever, reading a book. All that being said, we now just got the tent. This is our first overview that we give. We're now going to put it to the test in the Andes Mountains, because we're going to Bolivia actually day after tomorrow. If you want to follow us, just follow the channel, like, subscribe, all that kind of YouTube stuff. Yeah, we're really looking forward to using it. So see you guys later.
Thanks for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in buying our gear, there's a link in the description, and by buying it through this link you also support us. So yeah, go and have a look at least. In the meantime, we've made it to Bolivia. It's amazing here. Add Bolivia to your to-travel list, and see you later. Bye.
Like and subscribe.